Hello everyone. Today's topic is on hepatobiliary system. This is very interesting and one of my favorite topic. So for to understand hepatobiliary system, if we understand the histology of the liver in detail, so half of our work is done. So let me give just an introduction about liver pathology or uh, about the histology of the liver. Then to understand the pathology would be easier. So as all of you know, the weight of the liver is 1400 to 1600 grams, and this has got dual blood supply. What do you mean by dual blood supply? It gets blood supply from two two sources. Which are these two sources? One is portal vein, which constitute about 60 to 70%. Another is hepatic blood flow, which constitute about 30 to 40%. Now they enter the inferior aspect of the liver through the porta hepatis. So within the liver, the branches of the portal vein, hepatic artery and bile ducts travel parallelly within the portal tract, ramifying variably through 17 to 20 orders of branches. So these bile ducts, portal vein, hepatic artery, all these travel parallelly in the portal tract. So now we know the composition of the portal triad. So there is something known as hepatic microarchitecture, which is described as lobular model. What is this lobular model now? So the liver is divided into lobules of around 1 to 2 millimeter diameter, okay, about 1 to 2 millimeter diameter, and this is hexagonal structure. So this has got portal triad in the periphery. Now we know the composition of the portal triad, right? So they are in the periphery of this hexagon and hepatic vein in the center. Now why this is important? So the peripheral, whatever the hepatocytes near the periphery, that is zone 1, it is known as periportal hepatocytes. So the whatever the hepatocytes near the central hepatic vein is centrilobular hepatocytes, it is zone 3. So in between whatever the hepatocytes are there, those are known as transitional hepatocytes or zone 2. Why this division of zone 1, zone 2 and zone 3 are important? Because certain type of hepatic injury tends to preferential to affect a particular area. So certain injuries will be in one zone, certain injuries will be in other zone, certain injuries will be in zone 3, zone 1 or zone 2. That's why this division is very important. Let's say example of in zone 1 acute viral hepatitis begins. In zone 2 cytomegalovirus or herpes simplex virus hepatitis. In zone 3 hepatic necrosis due to halothane or ferrous sulfate poisoning is seen. So these hepatocytes in this hexagon, in this lobular architecture, so they run in sheets and anastomosing plates. Okay, so these are the hepatocytes. They run from portal triad to hepatic vein. This way, portal triad to hepatic vein in sheets or anastomosing plates. Now, if you take, these are the hepatocytes, okay. In between the hepatocyte, what do you see here? This is sinusoids, okay. If you magnify the sinusoid, you will see it is lined by endothelial cells. Okay, the interesting part comes here. In the small space between these two hepatocytes, there are sinusoids. That's not enough. Now, between these hepatocytes and these blood vessels, between this area, if you magnify, you will see a space. This is known as space of Disse. Now, you know this is sinusoid. Obviously, it has got blood. This will drain into hepatic vein. Okay, so thus we can tell that hepatocytes is bathed by both portal vein blood and hepatic vein blood. It has got mixture of blood, hence dual blood supply. So between the hepatocytes are the sinusoids. These sinusoids are lined by endothelial cells. Now between hepatocytes and the sinusoids you have space of Disse. So along with the endothelial cells, they might have Kupffer cells, which is a mononuclear phagocytic system. Okay, they are attached to the luminal surface of the endothelial cells. Similarly, in the space of Disse, this myofibroblastic hepatic stellate cells are there. So they are responsible for fibroblast, okay, along with the or fibrosis during cirrhosis, okay. So along with the endothelial cells in the sinusoids, you have Kupffer cells towards the luminal surface. In the space of Disse, what you will see? Stellate cells, which is a myofibroblastic cells which is responsible for fibrosis. Now, if you take one more section, you can see between the hepatocytes there are bile ducts. Okay, we have discussed about either sides. Now, between the hepatocytes we have bile canaliculi. Okay, they join together to form canal of Herring, which in turn form bile ductules. Finally, they become bile ducts. You know where are bile ducts now? In the portal triad, along with hepatic artery and bile ducts are also seen. They are in the portal triad.